Hello, everybody. Well, it's over. It's over. Rays weren't able to pull it off. At the end of the day, and I don't like saying this, the Dodgers were better. The Dodgers were a better team than the Rays, particularly in the World Series. The Rays just decided to stop hitting. You really can't have one hitter on your team in the World Series. And Rosarino was really the only hitter. And everyone else is in the one somethings. And you can't do that and win a World Series. Game 4, I'll never forget. It was thrilling. It was exciting. It would have been a better story had they continued on and finished it. But it didn't happen. Didn't happen. So the good news is this. I don't have to hear from long-suffering Dodgers fans about how miserable they are because they haven't won a World Series since '88. I just can't imagine what it's like to have to go that long without winning a World Series. What's that like for you people? Okay, obviously I'm having some fun. Being a fan of the absolute worst historically franchise in modern baseball. So we do have our MP Fox and I, we have our little bracket challenge. And if you have not been following along at home, prior to the playoffs starting, I did like a coin flip bracket and let a coin flip make our picks for us. Then I assigned some money to each round and picked a buddy. And basically whatever money we make, we have to spend that on a card of the team that won the World Series. Both MP Fox and I are fans of the Rays. We have to go and buy a Dodger card now. That's rough, but there's some good options out there. So from the bracket, we only made $7. LA won in the wild card round and the ALDS, and the coin said the Reds would beat them in the NL rather. Sorry. And I thought this just was not going to do it. $7. I mean, that's practically what shipping is. So what I did was, since the Rays were both Rays fans, is I assigned some dollar values to our two favorite players on the Rays. And mine's Brandon Lau, and his is Willy Adames. And so essentially each one of these was worth $1, except the bases were worth basically the total bases. So a double would have been $2, a triple $3, etc. One thing I missed is runs. I didn't give us any money for runs. I don't know why. I just didn't think about it. And this typifies what I was talking about with needing an offense to produce. Game 1, both players, nothing. Game 2, here's where Lau got a hold of a couple. So $8 from that, $1 from each of the 3 RBI, 11 for the game. Adames, just a single. Game 3, goose eggs for Lau, single and an RBI for Adames. Game 4, here's the another home run from Lau, and 3 more RBI. 1 single for Adames. Then in the last 2 games, obviously not as much as a fancy tracker here, they both got goose eggs. 1 walk for Lau in Game 6. So what does that give us? $7 from our brackets, $23 from the World Series, $30 MP to spend on a Dodgers card. And you see my little frowny face. But think about it. All-time Dodgers. I'm sure there's somebody you like. Just threw some names here. Jackie. How about Jackie? Or the Duke? Or Campanella? Some good choices there. Maybe the vintage card. I don't know. It's going to be your choice. So I don't know if you want cash or PayPal, MP Fox. But if you'd like PayPal, I can do it right away. Email me your address and $30. And you can do that any way you want. If you want that to include the shipping, or if you wanted to pay your own shipping. If you went a little over or a little under, that's whatever. If you wanted to, if you had your eye on something that was $60 and you wanted to use 30 of your own, I don't care, but I do want to see it. I think it's a kind of a fun project. So next year, I'm thinking I want to do this differently. I think next year we'll make our own picks, and then I'll draw a bracket. And that way we have 2 brackets to go off of, and we have some say in our picks. The coin flip thing was kind of an experiment because I've always said the playoffs are so random, you might as well flip a coin. Well, I actually did better than that on my bracket that I did on MLB.com. So there goes that. One other thing before we get to some mail, which we do have. Last video was the giveaway. And I tried to give away this stack of cards that are all TTMable football cards. You can get all of these guys to sign. And I drew a name, and that person never contacted me. So I'll have to assume they didn't watch the whole video or they didn't care. So we're going to do one more random here. I still have this pulled up. And as long as it wasn't someone that won one of the giveaway stacks. Oh, Brett Jesse did win. Okay. Cards went out today. I wasn't able to put in any extra goodies this time. Big Country's Wheelhouse. Houston Rock, dressed up as a Houston Rocket. Trying to remember if you do multi-sport or if you do TTM. I don't think I watched any videos of yours in a while. But Big Country, drop me an email, and I'll give you whatever, 24, how about 48 hours. And if I don't hear from you, I'll keep trying to give this away. Hopefully somebody wants it. But I already have those signed. I don't need them. Here we go. We got some mail. 3 TTMs and a purchase off sportscollectors.net. Here we go. First return, Austin, Texas. This is Mr. Kelly Gruber, third base extraordinaire. 3 for 3. There's a 92 Stadium Club, 92 Ultra, 92 Pinnacle. Beautiful sets all. And those are all staying with me. Third baseman, I believe, for both World Series teams. Yeah, because if he was on the team, yeah. Third baseman for both World Series Blue Jays teams. If I'm wrong, don't correct me. It's not that important. He knows what he did. By the way, you may not send a 1990 Leaf to Kelly Gruber if you ever want one. I know because at one point I was doing that set. I was very close to completing it, about 30 cards away. And that was one of the ones I could not get because he only signs them for his kids, I guess. And he absolutely will not sign a 1990 Leaf. Just so you know, here's another return. This is a football I know from the card backing. Kevin Butler, there's a 1990 action pack. So I'll be taking the Kevin Butler out of my stack and adding it to this. Maybe Big Country's Wheelhouse wants some. This is a Pro Set Power. I'm not really all that familiar with that. 2 for 2. I'll probably put this in a giveaway stack. I don't really need it. So we'll just set that down here for now. One more, most likely football, because it's got the holder. Here we go. Dennis Gentry. Bears wide receiver and running back in, I believe, kickoff returner. Tops there. And then I think it was him that I asked for an inscription because he was in the Super Bowl. Yeah, here we go. Please inscribe Super Bowl 20, 56 yards. If it's no trouble. And there he did. Little bit hardish to read over here over the helmet. But I think it's a cool inscription to get. And don't be scared to ask for inscriptions like that. Just as long as you're polite, I mean, he probably likes that I knew that he ran for 56 yards in Super Bowl 20. Going to cover up my sender's address. So this was, I was sort of praising sportscollectors.net the other day, a couple videos back. And not only are the addresses more reliable on there, which pays for your $15 a year subscription, but the forums are awesome. I mean, they're awesome. You can get so many deals, private signings that are posted. People will help you sniff out, fake autographs. There's like an opinion section. Find a bad, eBay seller, rat him out. They have a whole database of that. Anyway, so there's a very comprehensive for sale section for each sport. And each day, basically, like a whole page is filled up. That's how many are posted. And this guy, forgetting his username offhand. Oh, Dodger Dog. Well, I think it's in here. Dodger Dog. Yeah, here we go. Good dude. Has been on there a long time. Look at that. Wow, look at that handwriting. Dodger Dog. Yeah, I've bought from him before, and he's got some great deals on there. So basically, I got this for $26 to my door. Let's check it out. I'm going to have to cut this off because he does not know about blue tape, or maybe he's out. And we're going to have to sacrifice this. Because there's no way I'm going to be able to get this out. Okay. So I forgot exactly what I bought. I know they're all this kind of stuff that I need or want. And it was a good deal for all these. So pull the trigger. Here's a Bill Ullman, 86 tops. That's backwards. Frank DePino, 86 tops. Rich Bordy, 86 tops. Let's see if this doubled up. Nope. Xavier Hernandez, 92 Ultra. There's a couple Charlie Huffs in here that I either didn't have or wanted multiples of just because I did. I think these were $2 each for the Huff. There he is throwing that knuckleball. 89 tops. And 90 upper deck. And this next one, no, this isn't it. Yeah, there's the other Charlie Huff. Oh, there was 4. Cool. Like I said, I don't think I had any of those. The Rocket Ishmael. Going up for, kind of hard to read the autograph, but still a cool card. This last one I'm most excited about because he's probably my most favorite non-Seahawk. I was thinking the other day, who's my favorite football player that never played for the Seahawks? And I think it's this guy, and I've mentioned him before because I tried to get in on a private signing that fell apart. So I'm looking for another one. But it's got to be Mr. Christian Okoye, the Nigerian Nightmare. So much fun to watch. I just remember him just straight up flattening everybody that was in his way. And he was the antithesis of, not the antithesis. He's the opposite of Barry Sanders, where, it's finesse and juking and jiving. And Okoye would just, go right over people. He could just run in a straight line and just flatten guys. So I was happy to get this. This was the most expensive of all of them. I think it was $7. Most of the rest of what you saw was $1 or $2. And happy to add those. A lot of cards. MP Fox, hit me up in an email. We'll figure out how we want to get your winnings to you. And Big Countries, if you're interested in these cards, plus a Dennis Gentry and a Kevin Butler, shoot me an email. Let's give you to the start of the weekend. How does that sound? And if not, I'll just, I guess I'll keep pulling names. Something. No baseball for a long time. I will get more done around the house, so at least there's that. And I'm just praying for a somewhat normal season next year, full schedule. And hopefully, a different outcome. But like I said, I guess I'm happy for Dodgers fans. There are a lot of good dudes on that team that had suffered through a lot by getting so close. And the whole Justin Turner thing, that was weird. Holy crap. Who saw that coming? To get pulled in the 8th inning of Game 6 because of a COVID test? What? That is so weird. I'm rambling now. Time to go. If anyone's still there, remember, until next time, we don't count subscribers, we count friends.